Today's all about AI, using AI to become more effective, more productive, and efficient in using it to grow sales. These things have to happen to grow sales. You need leverage, positioning, conversion. When you have leverage and positioning, it will lead to conversion. That's the foundation. If you don't know and understand that, and you're looking to use AI, ChatGPT, you're going to miss the boat. AI helps give you more leverage with less time, and so you can better position yourself to create more conversions. That's what it's about. You want to grow your business, you want to grow sales, you need to have conversions. I've gotten many services through LinkedIn because I see their content. It's a lot different than someone reaching out to you cold through DMs and you have no idea who they are. That is a difficult way to make conversions without leverage. Content is one way to get leverage with multiple people in your target audience so that they begin to know you, like you, trust you, see you as the authority. You're not putting out content because lack of time. With AI, you no longer have that excuse. Okay? The other thing may be if I put time, I don't know what to say or how to get on camera. I don't like to get on camera, or I feel awkward. It doesn't come across natural. So let's just say you're having 7 meetings a week. This is, minimal. Every hour meeting that you have, you can have anywhere from 20 to 35 pieces of content. Seriously. With video.ai, you can upload your video from the meeting and it will just separate you talking about something that was specific, whether it's with your team, whether it's with your clients, whether it's with your prospects. What is the cool thing about this? It's you in your element, you're in your natural rhythm. And when you record the video, you don't have to worry about being awkward. It's not like lights, camera, action, go. And it's not only 20 to 35 pieces of content, we're talking written content, we're talking video content. PodSqueeze, if you upload a video to PodSqueeze, it will take all of your conversations and it will develop tweets, it will get short posts, it will get carousels. Typically with an hour conversation with PodSqueeze, you'll have 20 to 30 pieces of written content. And PodSqueeze, by the way, they just updated it. I just got an email right before the meeting, and they have a feature like video now, video.ai, because video.ai will take your video and automatically get the cuts with the captions, with the emojis, and format it for LinkedIn, format it for YouTube, format it for shorts. So an hour conversation is 20 to 35 pieces of content, and that's a mixture of 5 to 10 pieces of video content and the rest written content. So you don't have an excuse not to get content out there. It will cut it so it's short, succinct, and it will make a point. And the AI tools will automatically do everything you need. There'll be some tweaking in there, but it will give you the captions. It will give you the emojis if you want to add those in there. If you see some of my content, you'll see some emojis and some video cuts that are inserted in there. You can have the AI tool do all of this for you. Leverage, positioning, conversion. You have the content, you have no excuses. You just need to put this as part of your game plan to record the video and have someone or yourself send it to video or PodSqueeze, and then you have all the content you need. And the cool thing about this, in your voice, in your team meetings, in your meetings with your prospects, in your meetings with your clients, is again, it's you in your natural element. You've already put in the reps. You've had these meetings over and over and over and over and over again. And so why is that relevant? Why is that important? Because the more times you do something, the better you get. And the better you get, the more effective you are at communicating. Communicating is 7% words, 38% tone, and 55% body language. Now you can take all that and you can influence your target audience because you're taking your meetings, no extra time, and you're using either the tools yourself or you have someone do this for you, and you have all the content written in short, medium content that you need. There's no excuse not to get content out there. AI tool of the week, Cody. Meet Cody AI. Think about this. You all have information out there, best practices for HR, for sales, for marketing. But with Cody AI, you can upload all that information, or be documents or whatnot, and Cody AI will pull up this information, and then I can create a chat bot, like I'm saying, a Chaz bot. What I can do is, I've been in sales for 30 years, all right? I have access to information over the last 7 years since starting my business, from live meetings, from transcripts from meetings, from team meetings, Q&A sessions, hundreds of Q&A sessions with my clients where they're asking me questions. I'm giving them training. I'm giving them responses. I'm helping them in specific areas, all right? So I will take all this information, I will upload it to Cody AI. So now Cody has all this information. I have one of my clients who has a question, and it's 2 a.m. Or let's just say they don't want to bother me or send me a text message. They're just going to log on to the portal and they pull up the Chaz bot and they say, I'm meeting with a client for the first time. Can you please lay out the process that I need to know so that I'm building rapport? I know that's important, and so I can connect with them in a deep and meaningful way. Can you lay out the process? And the Chaz bot will reply to them and say, okay, remember, the first few seconds, you have to interrupt the beginning of the conversation to build rapport. So the Chaz bot is giving feedback and actually starting to role play with my client. And then my client says, you know what? Can you role play the initial meeting and play the part of a client? And my client has this background, they're a founder, and they also have this information. And so the Chaz bot can actually go back and forth with my clients based on the information, because I've had thousands of meetings, literally, this is not a hyperbole, thousands of initial conversations, intro calls with my prospects. I've had close to 1,000 strategy sessions. Usually I have an intro call, which is 20 minutes, and I have a strategy session, which is an hour. After the strategy session, people become my clients. And there's a process, there's sales skills, there's building rapport, there's uncovering the problem, there's making sure I'm talking to the decision maker. All of this stuff is in there because I'm taking, you can't plug a USB into my brain, but you can communicate with the Chaz bot is communicating with your clients. Now, I know this gets a little scary because you're like, hey, what's the need for me? Well, you are the source of information. You are the one that determines what AI does and what AI doesn't do, okay? I'm not, we're not at the place yet, the Terminator, can we get to that place? I don't know. Possibly, it is scary, but you can fear AI or you can use AI.